morning and welcome to my channel. Sharon here. I hope you're all well today. It's a Monday morning and we've had storms all weekend. Now I'm going to do some floating pockets using up more of this shop packaging I've got, and it comes perforated in sections. I've made different things with it, concertina folder, concertina journal rather. Oh goodness, I hope I do better with my words. Anyway, I've got a strip like this, so I'm folding it in half and then folding up to create a pocket either side like this, trying to get it level as much as I can. There we go. And then I'm just sticking it down here with some sticky glue. Of course it's sticky. With some tacky glue. Oh goodness. Now I filled all my glue bottles up, cleaned them all up over the weekend again. So hopefully everything is flowing like normal. One hopes. So yes, we've got very bright sunshine here today, which I'm really pleased about. We've gone back to normal. So I'm only obviously gluing just that top part. So I just need to let that dry. Now in true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I put together earlier. So now I'm going to decorate, and I've got various papers here, and I've got a scrap of wallpaper that I really want to use some of it. Now one of the other things is, and this I'm going to make 2 pockets out of, that I will then clip into a journal. Do you know, I fold them and then think, oh, I can cut them, but I can never see where it is in the middle. So I have to put the mark there where I folded it. So I've got 2 floating pockets. Now obviously I've made others that are slightly larger here as well, but smaller pockets. So there's all different sizes you can make. Now my plan is, I've got some freebies here from I think Yvonne Preston and Artie Mays. I was thinking I would use these 2 and start off by, now which way do I do it, like that, or do I have this bit like that, or do you have a bit from up there? I do like this bit because you've got a bit more green there, haven't you? And you don't have to go all the way down because you're going to shut the pocket, which is a bonus. So there. There. And up to the top. There. Now, I don't think I've got enough on the, I might have enough for the other bit on the other side. So we'll go all the way up and see. It's a little bit bigger than half, but as I'm not going all the way down. Oh, look at that. That can fit in there. And that will fit in there. Oh yes, pleased about that. That's those 2. Don't think I'll use that. What else I've got for the other one is some William Morris paper from the Digital Collage Club. I've now taken a year's membership with them because I pick up so much from their website. I don't do any design team work or anything for them. I've stopped all that at the moment, and not for these but for others. But it was well worth. They were doing an offer of, I think it was 50% off So what I've decided is I'm going to go with this one, the leaves. So again, I've just got to, this doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to put it on both sides and just cut here and here, and then hope the other side fits. We're off to the DIY shop, Leroy Merlin, today. I feel like my porch is a never-ending episode. Now I've managed to finish all the main electrics and get them all into the board. I'm looking at it at the moment, and we're getting there. We are getting there. I've got a sofa and a chair out there at the moment. So we can sit, but I still don't feel comfortable until the holes are all filled in. So we've just got the last bit to do where the mains board is. So I'll put this actually, I'm rethinking that one. I am rethinking that one. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to use these for this. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll use the plain here. I'm having a rethink now. I'm thinking I will use these with this. I think that looks better. And on this side, yeah, I think that looks better on there. I'm going to use that. These ones I'm going to do plain, and I like this, so because I think with this I am going to put the wallpaper, which I think goes better with the plain. Well, I'm glad I did that bit offline, off camera, because I cut this totally wrong. I don't know what on earth I did, but it was much too short one side, which is a real pity because I really like that piece. But anyway, we'll go with this first and I'll tell you what I did there. So this is from when I was doing it up there, so this actually fits quite well over this. So I'm just going to glue this down, and I glue it all the way along. When I say all the way along, I glue it so that it folds over, if that makes sense to everybody. So do it like this. There. Now with this one, I'm going to use my oh goodness, Fabric or block as it's wallpaper. I'm assuming it would, but I'm not sure if it's coated or not. I've got all these. I've got loads of wallpaper that again, using up my stash. You've got to use up. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do this week? We've got the next challenge for Enchanted Dreams 71 is paper clips. So I might use some wallpaper. Now there's an idea. I've got a few bits here, haven't I could use. Alright, anyway, back to this. So when I do it and measure it, and somehow I did it wrong, I sort of put this flat and measure over the whole of it. So I'll just stick this down. See, now I've given myself an idea for the challenge, because I've got a lot of wallpaper. I brought back from the UK. We went to B&Q there, and you can take samples. And as we can't do that here, I went a bit mad. that sticks down there. I've got a pencil mark on it as well. Look at that. There. Oh, and I did ink these round as well. So the next thing is then gluing these up, but before I do that I will ink. I may have to go over it again once I've glued the sides up, and then it's making some ephemera to go in it, and I do have an idea for that. Again, just vintage photo I've put back into it, especially with things like this when you've got light colours. I think it goes quite well. So yes, we're off to the DIY shop to pick up some more stuff. Seems never ending, and hopefully this will be the last lot for the porch, and I can actually sit in the porch. We've got the TV in there now, so that's something. Right, so this just folds up like this, and I'm just going to glue, hopefully, what made me put it back up, just down the sides here to make the pockets. There, and the same this side. I was tempted just then to put the glue along the top, I don't know why. There. So that's the basis for your pocket. There. I will just go over with the, like that. There is a little bit of packaging sticking out, and along the bottom, now that we've folded it over like that. I'm liking that, definitely. Just make sure I haven't glued everything else down. Nope. And this way, nope. So I need to let that dry. So I will now fold this one up. There. And this one, oops. Okay, couldn't get any out, now get loads. It's great, isn't it, when you first fill up your glue bottles again. It all comes out lovely, doesn't it? I find anyway. I was watching a video yesterday from 49 Dragonflies about the different glues that she uses. I must admit, I tend to stick to these two. Very rarely use a glue stick. Thinking of having a go at a masterboard, so maybe I made them a few years ago, but with paints and mixed media. This time I might make, I've got one still that I need to decorate and make into something, a journal cover. Maybe I'll do that as a video as well. What do you think? Right, that's all glued down. But yes, she was going off track here. She was showing all the different glues she uses. And one was matte medium, which I don't tend to use for sticking things down. Maybe I should. There. So that's those two. So the next thing is actually making some ephemera. So what I've got is some stuff from the old design shop here. I was thinking one of these in there, or shall I make that one? What shall I do? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll make this one in here, in there, and a tag in here. And then what I've got is the prayer cards from Ruby and Pearl. now, which will fit in here, but oh, I like that one. It's blue. Mind you, it's got a bit of green on, hasn't it? Got one like that. I'm thinking of backing them on different things. So, what else have I got? These are all, oh, no. I do like these prayer cards. I've used them a lot. I haven't printed out twice yet. I printed out a couple of extra sheets. Oh, that's a nice one. But then does it blend in too much? That will stick out a bit. Right, what I'm going to do is put them onto different papers, I think. Them I'm going to back in tea paper, tea dye paper. This is plain on the other side, so I thought I could back it onto this, as it's a bit of a weird music sheet, as you can see. Very odd. It's not quite, yeah, I keep these pieces because they're great for collage as well. It's not got a lot of music. Take that off. So I'm going to stick this onto here. I am going to quickly ink round it like this. This is one of the funny shape ones. I think in future, instead of cutting them like this, I might just cut them straight. Oh, that's I should have put a top on that, shouldn't I? It's all oozing out now. Then I have my, I don't know what you call it, roughy thing. I thought I'd rough up the edges like this. It is quite delicate paper, so you have to be careful. It doesn't rough up too well. Tears beautifully, but it doesn't rough up very well. It is vintage music paper from the late 1800s, I believe. I got at my Spanish second-hand shop. I do love that shop. If I feel like spending some money and I don't want to spend too much, I go there. Because sometimes the books are only 50 cents and they're from the 1800s. I do wonder whether he realises what he's got. He probably wonders why I'm buying all these really old books that are falling apart. But anyway, so that's a quick and easy journal card that you can do, which can go in there. In there. And then this one, I've got some, again, this is an old book, I think 1902, The Discreet Life, first journal. I thought I could put on here this was such delicate paper that when I used this, it was tearing it anyway. So that can go into there. So I'll just go and put these onto tea dyed paper. Okay, I've backed that in tea paper, but this one I decided I would back it in the rest of that book page. So I quite like that. These two came from the old design shop. Right, so they're a bit plain, so I need to decorate them. And one of the things, different things I've got, actually I've forgotten something, is these strips from Ruby and Pearl. She does some nice sort of labels with this. So one of the things I'm thinking is one of these labels. She does these strips, but you can cut them up into individual, as you can see. I like that. As you can see, I've done. It gives it a pop of colour, doesn't it? I was thinking, oh, I like this bit. I think I prefer that one. So, something like that. And then maybe a small green Tracy label up there, and then on this one I was thinking more of a beigey one. I like that. That could go on there on the other side, couldn't it? There's one sheet, yes, before I cut it all up. Oh, and I like that for a date. Oh yes, I like that one there. That could go on the other side there. No, don't like that. I'm thinking more of these. Yep, I like that. So I find these really, really versatile. Even the strips that I've used and cut down, I find them very, very versatile. You can see I'm right-handed. I'm putting everything to the left. How about we go a bit different and put that over there? There. Yeah, that on the back there. Oops. And ink that round. So tell me, what are you all up to? What are you all doing? I'm still trying to get my mojo back, I think. I don't know. I should have by now. I think I am, slowly. I just haven't got around to doing a journal. I've had a couple of flip throughs of things I've made, but was for orders. I think I really need to start making a journal, but I'm trying to find something a bit different. I don't know. I keep looking at the supplies. I picked up these red, they're not file folders, they're I don't know what they are actually. They're oh dear, the hanging files, that's the word. And they're red, quite a dark red. They're vintage. They're only €2 for 10 of them, I think. What I noticed was they had the plastic clippy things, and I'd not got any for my files. Whoops, wrong way up. Put that in there. There. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. What else? I like that up there. Let's have a strip of that. As I say, these are so versatile. So yeah, I was thinking I would do a sort of a folder journaly thing using that. And I've got into quite a bit of stamping lately on other projects, sort of simple projects. So like that there. The top there. Yeah, I like that. And that. This one. I'll put this up the top. Don't know what else I'm going to put on it. Could be a Tracy label, or I'll find one of these here. Don't want something that blends in, do you? Put that over there. There. Or a dark green. Something slightly bigger like that. Ooh, I like that. Let's try that. That is a bit, maybe a bit big. Oh, there's one of those Paris ones again. No, no, that blends in too much. I'll go for a pink. I'm thinking this one actually. Look at, oh, there's a pink there. Let's see what that looks like. I quite like that. Yep, we'll go for that one. As I say, I do like these ruby and pearl. You can cut them up or use them. I've used them in other things as a belly band, page edges, like that I would use as a page edge now. Put that there. Move them out the way. Them out the way. Mind you, do you know what I think I will do? Is put a Tracy label on like it. No, on like this. I think I'll put that up there and then wrap it round onto the other side. Like that. Straighten it up. There. Again, I've got into the Tracy labels as well, as you've probably noticed. I'm using them quite a bit now. There. Like that. And now I've got all these stamps. I'm going to start making my own tickets, and I'm going to start making my own labels as well, some of them. There, not for digital, just to decorate my projects with. There, so there's my 2 floating pockets, which would, now can you believe it, I've not got a journal, and I still haven't finished this journal either with the Tim Holtz wallflower. I'm not doing very well, am I? So basically I would clip it to a page like this with a paper clip. You can clip them on like that. So that's what I would do with a paper clip or a bulldog clip. Or again, if you've got a pocket you've made, you could actually slip it into a pocket as well. We must get around to finishing that. It's been going for months. I think since at least January I've started that. So there's my 2 floating pockets. I hope you've enjoyed that, using up shopping packaging. So thanks very much for watching. It'd be great if you could hit that like button and subscribe. And it would be great if you would come along on one of my next videos. Thanks very much. Bye.